Okay, so now that we've all seen what Joe Biden looks like when he first gets up in the morning, completely disoriented, unable to speak, and waking from a dream where he and Obama were in a cage match with Medicare, now that we've heard the Democratic intelligentsia weeping and wailing and gnashing their teeth, looking to throw Joe Biden under the bus, I'm here to say shame on you if that's what you're thinking. My fellow lovers of democracy, the rule of law, and basic human decency, we have got to get our shiitake mushrooms together. In October of 2016, just 1 month before the election, a recording of Donald Trump bragging about being a serial sexual assaulter blasted its way into the news. Initially, there was some hand-wringing by fellow Republicans. Some even withdrew their endorsements and called on him to leave the race. Is that what he did? No. He wrote it out, ultimately winning back the people who came at him knives out, along with the election, with the help of Vladimir Putin and WikiLeaks, of course. So, with that in mind, I'm going to ask you to do something I couldn't have even imagined just days ago. I want you to take a search party into the depths of your soul and dig down deep to find your inner Republican. Here's what I mean. I want you to stop caring about anything other than keeping Joe Biden in the White House and picking up even more seats in the House and Senate. You know, if Trump had an equally bad night on the debate stage, Republicans and Fox News would be saying that his closing argument actually cured cancer in all its various forms and ended world hunger. Yes, Joe Biden committed the cardinal sin of American politics. He was bad on TV. Really, really bad. But how many times have you heard Joe brag about robbing women of the constitutional right guaranteeing their bodily sovereignty?
Well, I did something that nobody thought was possible. I got rid of Roe v. Wade.
That's 51% of the population, who now in many states have to be bleeding out in the waiting room before they can get the basic life-saving health care they need. Even if you've said bad things about Joe's performance, if you've suggested he needs to go, it's time for a 180 like your Mitch or Kevin or Elise or Lindsay. If they can stomach it, so can you. We can't make the systemic changes this country needs when their guy can shoot someone on Fifth Avenue, grab the kitty, and illegally pay off a porn star, while our guy can't even be bad on TV for 90 minutes. I know MAGA has made loyalty a dirty word, but that's blind loyalty. We don't have to close our eyes, nor do we have to lie about our guy's atrocious behavior and look the other way. One bad debate can't compare with indictments on 88 felony counts and 34 felony convictions. You can't compare Biden's 90 minutes on the debate stage with Trump's 3 hours of standing back and standing by while his warriors beat the hell out of cops and vandalized our Capitol. The truth is, Donald Trump crapped himself on the stage during the debate. He ate both Taco Bell and KFC right before, and then filled that adult diaper of his with something so potent, the fumes overwhelmed the president, causing Joe to lose some cognitive function. The guy could barely open his eyes. That's what they'd be saying if the shoe were on the other foot. And whether you think so or not, I guarantee you they wouldn't be throwing their felon to the wolves. Come November, Joe will never have to debate again. That's not the job. And if you're genuinely worried about him, take note of the people he surrounded himself with. They really are the best people, none of whom have been fired by tweet, been badmouthed by the president, sentenced to prison, or faced felony indictments. And unlike Trump, both Biden's vice president and cabinet continue to endorse him. How about this? How about we just stick with the guy who can admit defeat?
And I know, like millions of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up.
Yeah, and you don't lie about getting knocked down. I know that's a low bar, but it's the difference between the peaceful transfer of power and MAGA warriors defecating in our Capitol while they hunt down Mike Pence, noose in hand. Joe left a comfortable retirement 4 years ago to rescue this country. He was handed the worst situation since FDR and turned it around in record time. Do you really not remember how badly Trump handled the pandemic, the one genuine crisis of his administration? He lied about the severity of the virus, telling us it would go away on its own by April. Then he recommended horse dewormer, injecting disinfectant, and shining light inside the body. He destroyed our economy and oversaw 400,000 deaths. Yeah, Joe had a bad night on TV. After passing more bipartisan legislation than any president in 50 years, after creating 15 million new jobs and counting, after bringing down inflation, funding infrastructure, passing gun legislation, cutting the cost of insulin, and creating an economy that is the envy of the world. And all without a single mean tweet. If you want that to continue, find your inner Republican. Stand loudly and proudly with the guy who did all that, and let's get this thing back on track. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.